People really don't care about you unless you are very valuable. As men, especially men, maybe even women, you have to perform. If you do not perform, you are not loved, you are not respected. Life really isn't the way it used to be a while ago, like 5 years ago maybe. Life has changed a lot. There's a lot of people who really want to change the world. They want to improve themselves, and they want to help other people improve themselves also. That's why I make these videos. I make these videos for you. Because I want to see you succeed. I want to help you. And I also make them for my younger self. Because my younger self needs to hear this stuff that I say. My younger self needs to hear this. To tell himself to be confident. Tell himself to be disciplined. Tell himself that he's motivated. Tell himself that he's worthy. Tell himself that he's enough. Tell himself that he is worthy, he's confident, he's strong, and he's worthy of love. He's worthy of everybody's love, everybody's approval, everybody's validation. Because he tried to get everybody's external validation. People really don't care what you have to say. It's only the true people who are down, and I'm very grateful for the people that watch my videos and they really enjoy it. Life is very hard. Life is not easy. But I don't think that life is really meant to be easy. Of course, life is made hard by certain things, right? But really, life is supposed to be peaceful. But instead, it's almost as if we normalize stress. We normalize adversity. Not like going to the gym or doing things that make you grow, doing things that make you weaker. And because of that, people often look down on someone who has a positive outlook on life and who wants to do better and help people. This life isn't it's not a one size fits all. We're so busy running this facade. Like everybody's running this facade on YouTube, trying to be something, trying to project this certain version of themselves. And I'm doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, we're all human. Even with Red Pill, you're trying to be this strong, tough, and alpha man to your woman. And it's, you should be strong, right? You should be disciplined. You should be confident in yourself. But it comes a time where we are inhuman. We're not even human. We're just putting on a facade. Because we've been on social media and we've been conditioned to live by certain standards. Even with this toxic ass work culture, you're praised if you work 60 hours a week. You're killing yourself. Stop it, bro. People literally see entrepreneurs as scammers or bad people. It's a crabs in a bucket mentality. Because all the people I grew up with, my family, my friends, 90% of them do not want to see me successful. There's people all the way across the globe, people that don't know me, that support me more than my family and my friends do. There's people who do not know me, or there's people who do not know you that want to see you win more than your family and your friends. That is sad. That is very sad. Most of your negative thoughts, most of the thoughts that you have, they don't even come from you. They come from other people. Because you're not living up to their expectations of you. But I said this, I literally said this. Going down the route that I'm going down, I'm going to lose a lot of people. I'm going to lose a lot of family, a lot of friends. People who look down on me because of what I do. And because what I choose not to do. Now, I often make videos. I'll tell my friends how they need to stop playing video games. They need to not watch porn. They need to become the best version of themselves. Not once do I ever say, work yourself to death. When have I ever said that on any YouTube video, work yourself to death? Go to the gym 6 days. I never said that. I said you should meditate, you should pray, you should read. Most people, if you're watching this video, you're not one of those people. But most people, they can't even read. They've never even picked up a book before and never read anything. People don't even want to learn. This stupid grind and work culture. Guess what, genius? Working 15, 14, 16 hours a day ain't going to make you rich. That's if you're working for somebody else. Now, if you're working for yourself, when you're working for somebody else, look, if you living just to get by, why just live to get by? I used to do this also. I was just living to get by. Your life sucks when you're living just to get by. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm starting to get heated a little bit. I'm starting to get a little heated. I'm frustrated because when you're working just to get by, just to pay the rent, just to pay the car note, just to pay the bills, you aren't motivated to go to work when you need to. It's not worth it. When you break everything down and see everything from a more spiritual level, everything just starts to make sense. Everybody is so surface level. It's all about this and that. But nobody really cares about trying to detach from the flesh and cleanse their spirit. Work towards something that you are actually passionate about. Work towards something that you want out of life. Have a bigger goal, a bigger passion than just to get by. Because when you're just trying to get by, why the hell would you how the hell would you be able to push through the adversity? The shit that's going on. Why the hell do you come home and you complain about your fucking job? I'm sorry, yo. I'm getting frustrated. I'm flabbergasted right now. And I did the same shit. I did the same thing. I would call people and I'd talk about how bad my job sucked, how bad I hated it. Well, guess what? You hate your job, go change it. Go get a better job. Life is too short. People say that all the time. Life is too short to be complaining about something. I used to do this too. I was working at some. I was doing something that I hate. Like, it was horrible, and you just expected to do something that you hate. Now don't get me wrong. Now, I think it's very important that you be disciplined and you persevere through the bad days. You know what I'm saying? But if you doing something that like when the cons outweigh the pros, why the fuck are you still doing it? What the fuck? What sense does it make to do something when the cons outweigh the pros? Would you go work 15 hours a day for $5 an hour? Would you do that? No. No, you wouldn't. There's no fucking way. When you truly want to change your life and you don't want to be average, there's a lot. See, when I make videos like this and I'm saying, let's not be average. You don't want to be average. I get dislikes on my videos. If you're watching this video, you probably don't want to follow the same script as the world has given to you. And how's everybody's brainwashed to do the same thing. Everything's simplified, oversimplified. You know why? People don't want to see you do better because people don't have the motivation. They don't have the discipline, not even discipline and motivation. They don't have that light shining. People see your light shining and they dim it. They try as much as they can to dim it. They try to take your light out. When you start being around more successful people have big dreams, big ambitions, not people who just want to get by. If you just want to get by, unsubscribe from this channel and never watch my videos ever again. Because you're not going to like the stuff I'm saying. This is going to make you upset and angry. Because you're not on that level. But the people who do believe, who's like, okay, I want to change my life. I'm not just doing something just to get by. Because when you're doing something just to get by, you're half-assing it. You're half-assing yourself. And it's actually worse to half-ass something. It's better just to not do it at all than half-ass it. You're half-assing your entire life. You're not where you want to be right now because you're half-assing your entire fucking life. You don't read. You're not trying to meditate. And I'm not talking to the people who, because chances are, I'm not talking to you if you're still watching the video, right? But people that don't meditate, they I'm not saying there ain't nothing wrong with being average and just coming home, sipping on your tea and going to bed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. You know what I'm saying? What kind of life is that? Like what type of life is it to live where you're always, you got to go do something that you hate, that you literally hate. You're doing that and you're making someone else rich instead of yourself. Tell me how that makes sense at all. Now you got to do what you got to do. You got to make your money. You know what I'm saying? You got to get money. I ain't saying stay at home and don't make no money. That ain't what I'm saying at all. But at least be working on something so you can make your own money. Have a side hustle. So you can get your money and get out of the position that you're in. We all human, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think the world today is just different. You know, it's definitely different. Because you might be able to relate to this. The more that I am prospering, the more I'm growing, the more I'm becoming different from everybody else. I'm weird, right? I'm weird because I like to wake up and say my prayers, and I like to meditate. And I like to I love to talk about sleep, on how important it is to get better sleep. I love to learn things. And you watch alcohol, you watch porn, you drink alcohol, and you might get mad at me because and smoke weed. You might get mad at me because I'm saying stop doing that stuff. It ain't good for you. You might get mad at me when I say stop playing video games, stop watching fucking anime all fucking day. You might get mad at me for it, but guess what? Anybody that's telling you it's okay to do that shit, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't want to see you fucking succeed. I was trying to not curse in these videos so I could get my videos whenever I get my videos monetized, you know what I'm saying? But you need to focus on yourself. You need to spend time with yourself. Hey, and we all human, right? Scrolling on social media. We all human. We making mistakes, but the goal is to get out of that shit. Instead of knocking each other down, just knocking each other. That's what we do nowadays. That's what we do. You put each other down so we can get up. It's crabs in the bucket mentality. I was making YouTube videos and I was trying to speak all proper and just, and that's cool and all. But it's like now I was afraid of what people were going to think of my videos, who's going to unsubscribe from me, who's going to dislike my video. Now I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm just going to be my damn self. I'm going to be my damn self unapologetically. Be yourself unapologetically. I appreciate you saying me that. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself unapologetically. If people don't like it, then forget them. Because I'm going through this myself right now. I feel, and I'm just saying this because I hope I want to see if people can relate to what I'm saying. Because somebody might need to hear this. There's a lot of times when I feel you always feel unloved and just discarded by the people you love and care about the most. Those are usually the people that toss you to the side. They usually treat you like crap. It's usually those people, your family, your own family treats you like shit. Your own mother, your own father, your own aunt, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters. I'm just naming all the family members now. So, your cousins, everybody. It's your own family. Your friends too. Your friends that you grew up with. They be the ones hating on you. Your own, like somebody you were with for 3, 4, 5 years. Those are the people that's planning your downfall. Yo, that is crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. How many times have any of my family members, any of my friends ever commented on one of my videos? You know what I'm saying? Bro, it blows my mind, yo. It just blows my mind. It really blows my mind. I'm very grateful for my 600 subscribers. Everybody who tunes in and watches my videos. I'm probably going to become more of a spiritual. I'm actually just going to do anything. I'm just going to do whatever it is that I feel that I want to do. These videos are going to be 30 minutes long, a whole hour long. You know what I'm saying? Just be authentic. Be unapologetically you. I already said that, but repetition is good for the mind. So, if you know me personally and you're watching this video, chances are you've made me feel as though I don't know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really rocking with the behavior, you know what I'm saying? Most people got terrible attention span, so I'm proud of you if you sticking around, you here this long. Stay hydrated. Gotta drink that water, or Gatorade in my case. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of yourself. Because you ain't taking care of yourself, people gonna see it. People gonna notice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really been doing the best job of taking care of myself these past 2 weeks. You see my last video, then you know about that. I was talking about it, you know? I was going deep into it. Very important that you have people around you that love you for you. They care about you for who you are. And that you don't have to change yourself and be different around them. When you get a certain age, like I said, no one really cares. You have to perform. If you're not doing well, nobody, and that's the one thing that Fresh and Fit, like, I watch Fresh and Fit too. I like their podcast. They were saying that nobody gives a fuck about your excuses until you're successful. And he's fucking right. He's right. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I got a lot of people who they probably, I don't know. This is just, I think this is just what I'll be assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not on this level, so they don't want to be around me. Right? So you abandon people because they're not on the level that you want them to be on. That's selfish as fuck. That's selfish as hell. That's selfish. It's fucked up. It's messed up. Because guess what? When I get on that level, and then you want to be around me, you must think I'm stupid. Really. That's crazy. Take care of yourself. Focus on you, because God forbid if you pass away, if you die today, guess what? Everybody's still gonna go to work. They're going to keep living their life. And they'll be fine just without you. The only people that's really going to care that much is your mother, your father, your family. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Like, but that's human nature, though. Humans are wired to care about things more, like something that they lost. When we lose something, we're naturally wired to care about it more, like value that thing more after it's gone. You don't miss, as my grandma always says, you don't miss your water until your well runs dry. And that's how it is with everyone. Everyone is so easily influenced. They believe they believe everything that they hear. Oh, COVID. Nobody's talking about COVID anymore. Racism, like all this stuff. It's just here to distract you. It's just to distract you. To stop you from becoming the best version of yourself. And look, you done wasted all this time worried about some damn COVID. Worried about this and that. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. And now it's like literally irrelevant. Nobody talks about it anymore. Just get comfortable with being alone, with being by yourself. Wake up in the morning, you pray, you meditate, you read a book, and you journal, gratitude journal. And you're gonna find out, you're gonna be so happy when you go and see, when you go out in public and a random stranger literally just smiles at you, asks you how you're doing. That just makes my day. That literally makes my day. Really, it really does. Success is not easy to obtain at all. It's not. It's very hard. I'm not exactly where I want to be in life yet, right? Mentally, spiritually. But you're never going to be where you want to be. Life has it set up so you are always chasing your tail. So that's what pisses me off about this work culture. Because you're like, okay, I'm going to save up my money so I can get 1,000. Okay, now you got to save up to get 2,000. Now 3,000. Now 4,000. Now 5,000. Now you get to 50,000. 100. You're not even going to save that much damn money by just saving it. You need to make more money. But let's just go with it. Go with the flow. 150,000. You're not going to stop. You're in a loop. You don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And that there ain't really nothing wrong with that, but you got to have balance, though. You got to be balanced. You got to be like, okay, bet. I'm going to make this money, but I'm still going to be present. I'm going to be grateful that I have it. I'm going to be grateful that this is what I learned from Hamza. You may not be benching like 200 pounds, but guess what? A while ago, you couldn't even lift the bar. You could barely lift the bar. Now you strong enough to lift, you put a moderate amount of weight on there. You don't got to be all the way up here to inspire somebody or influence or not influence, but inspire. Push somebody towards doing something that is worth meaningful. You don't got to be all the way up here. You can literally be on step My lights turned off. You can literally be on step one. You can literally be on step one. Step two. And you can help the person that's on step one. Well, it's this turn. So you gotta make this turn right here. You literally just went through it. So you can explain to the other person how to do it. You documenting your journey. You documenting your success. When you try to look at somebody, first of all, you don't even like, and this is why like you have like people do this all the time. They look at you and they try to find something to complain about. First of all, you can't really talk smack. You can't talk shit about what I do or what he does when you don't live with them. You're not in their head. How the hell do you know what they're going through based off of the fuck? How do you know what they're going through based off of what based off of what you go through? Because most people, they judge something that they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. They judge you, but meanwhile, they haven't even went through that thing that they're talking about. They haven't even went through it. Sure, I can't tell you how to go to the moon, but I damn sure know you gotta be in a spaceship to get there. Like, I may not be, like, you may not be 100% where you are, but you can tell somebody who's behind you how to get on the right track. Because they'll be like, oh, you know what? That seems pretty easy. Because he got there and it's no problem. You go after things you want in life. You go after it. But sometimes you're going to get in these spaces where, and I guess it's different for everybody. It's not the same for everybody, right? Sometimes things are going to, I think the world needs more empathetic people, more people who are understanding and who don't get me wrong, tough love is still good. Tough love is still something that is needed. But most people, it's not even tough love. It's just hate. It's just negativity. It's just envy of what you don't have. It's taking out your frustrations on someone else. And that's usually what it is. That's 9 times out of 10 is what it is. And the crazy realization in life is nobody is exactly where they want to be yet in life. Nobody's really where they want to be. Even Andrew Tate, he's still working towards something. He's still working towards where to get there. And you want to get where he is. I'm not the one that believes in making excuses and not taking action and not doing things. I used to self-loathe. I was self-loathing. I felt worthless, and I wasn't taking the necessary action to get out of that slump. But most people that talk about that self-loathing, they haven't ever been that low to begin with. Because anybody that's been that low will always understand that it's not easy to get out of there. Once you get down that low, it's hard to get back up. Now, when you're average, like when you're like in the middle, the lower you go, the harder it is to get back up. And the higher you get, the easier it is to stay there. It's exponential in both ways, going both ways, negative and positive. Everything's exponential. Finances, money, having more significant others or whatever you do these days, right? That's how it works. So most people haven't ever really experienced any trauma or went through anything. I'm grateful for my trauma. I'm grateful for what I'm going through. I'm grateful for the struggles I'm going through. I'm grateful for all of that. And I never really realized how to be grateful for it. Because my grandma says you have to do what is best for you. You got to do what's best for you. I don't like to, 'cause I know people are weird. People are weird. Very weird. Not everybody has your best interests. So watch the advice that you take. Watch where it's coming from. Because not everybody really, you know. I'm going to start making more long content videos that, I could sit here for hours and talk about what's on my mind. Life can be a challenge. Life can be hard. It really is. But you have to just put your best foot forward and do the best you can. You just got to do the best you can. Pray. And try to avoid those who don't want to see you succeed. A lot of people will act like they do want to see you succeed, and they don't. Because if you wanted to see me succeed, you would act differently. You owe this to yourself. Fuck everybody else. You owe this to yourself to become great. Because you've been through a lot of trauma. You've been through a lot of pain. I don't give a damn who tries to invalidate the things you've been through. I don't give a damn. You've been through a lot. So you owe it to yourself to go out there and become the absolute best version of yourself. Everyone deserves to be proud of themselves. They just have to put in the work. And you will be proud of yourself. I don't necessarily say that and this is just the truth. This is harsh truth. 90% of people, if you are depressed, if you are sad, you deserve to feel that way. Notice I said majority of people. Because majority of people indulge, and I'm guilty of this too, indulge in bad habits, alcohol, porn, video games, watching Netflix, anime all day. Yeah. You're going to be depressed, of course. Yeah. You're going to be anxious if you're jacking up. You're going to be less confident in yourself if you're doing that stuff. Of course you are. And for the other 10% of people who, if you are doing, some people have issues that are already there. And it's just naturally. But I promise you, because I'm one of those people who just naturally have things going on, right? Who naturally has those problems. I promise you, if you just get off your phone, stop worrying about other people, focus on you, just delete social media, go out in nature, forget that everyone else even exists. You start meditating, you read, and you spend time with people who uplift you and who motivate you to become the best version of yourself, I promise you, all that mental, all the mental fortitude that you have, all that baggage, that shit will go away. It'll go away. You won't have to deal with it anymore. You will literally be happy that somebody smiled at you. In this world, we're always looking for an escape. We watch porn, we play video games. But how about we escape in a healthy way? In a way that doesn't... Because all this stuff, Instagram, porn, alcohol, weed, this stuff is made to keep you down, keep you low, keep you where you are. It's made for that shit. It's made for it. You don't got to believe me. You don't have to believe me. You can keep on doing exactly what you're doing and see where you are in 10 years. Keep on doing it. Keep on. Just go ahead. Ain't nobody stopping you. If that's how you want to live, then who the fuck am I to tell you to stop jacking off? Stop playing video games. Who am I to tell you that shit? You know what I'm saying? Go meditate. Go read. Go do things that's going to make you proud of yourself. Instead of being like, oh man, I just wasted another 12 hours. I've been there. I've been there myself where I'm just wasting time. I'm doing things that's wasting time. I'm not taking any action. I've been there. But you have to realize that, and if you're watching this video, it's probably meant for you to see. There's better ways. There's better ways for you to live and for you to handle yourself. There's better ways for you to carry yourself. There are way better ways. You just have to understand that. You just have to grasp that and truly believe in yourself. Put your energy into yourself on figuring out who you are, figuring out on how you're going to make your life better. That's what you truly have to do. All this other stuff, you're giving these companies, like people who make the porn, people who make video games, you're giving them your energy. So balance accordingly. But like I always say at the end of every video, if you even watch, if you even get to the end, if you don't, we'll get into that later, right? That's a whole nother can of worms of how people got terrible attention spans. All right, but yeah, never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.